Okay. Okay. That is so much better. Okay. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Hit that notification bell, select all, so you're notified when I do post on this channel. Welcome back to, what's the channel, Rasha? Let me fix it. Okay, we getting ready to do another treasure box reading for the overall collective. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Hit that notification bell, select all, so you're notified when I do post on this channel. I was going to use my small deck, but for some reason, last minute, I got called to grab this deck. So it says Whatever You Need by Meek Mills, Chris Brown, and Ty Dollar Signs is playing in the background. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Again, check out the About Me of my channel to get important information about me as well. Let's get this Palo Santo. Let's see. Somebody ready to put a lock on it. I got me a fresh stick because I was like, whoo. Okay. Let that burn. I made sure I got one that was not so thick, but every part of these sticks that I bought is thick. So takes a minute for it to light up. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Again, grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, depending on where you are in your sector. Let's clear out the energy. Whew, that smells good. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let me, because I can't hear with my ears inside. I had this thing and I didn't hear. Blocking out sound and stuff. Okay, so let's see. We got treasure box reading for the overall collective. Treasure box reading for the overall collective. Treasure box reading for the overall collective. So we got 55 in the chat. Timing. Timing is at the bottom of the deck. It says, in love with you. So the timing was off. So when you first met this masculine, you and this masculine came into each other's life and it was unexpected. The timing was off between you and this masculine. With the timing being off with you and this masculine, it didn't work out in y'all's favor. I'm going to say y'all's, because your masculine he fell for you, but he didn't know exactly what type of situation was it just because he fell in love with you completely, or was it a lust situation? And this person is realizing that he's in love with you even after the separation. So whatever it was, other people, other, women, other men, it was, family members, friends, enemies that came, and strangers. A lot of y'all, it has strangers because depending on who you are, when it comes to your soul or your spirit wise, you have certain people that has been watching you since you came out of your mom's womb and have been orchestrating certain things to happen in your life to plan your downfall and stop you from going to where you're supposed to be. So this includes especially your love life, because again, one thing that the old overall world has done is damage feminine and masculine energies to not create the trinity. So there's the reason why it's a lot of the stuff that has been happening with us, because, and people don't like to hear what I got to say, once that they created that Bible, they broke the laws of the original gods left here for human beings. Some of y'all want to say, oh, I don't want to talk about that, oh, whatever happened in the old days, we're now in this days. But what you got to understand is, if you were still abiding by what was going on in the old days, we would not be where we are now. And a lot of people don't want to admit to that because it causes them to have to admit to their own wrongdoings and how they chose to live life. So again, if everybody was still going off of the Mayette laws and they were not rewritten by these bloodlines that have been, controlling the overall mask, a lot that's been going on, I'm gonna repeat it again, will not be going on what we doing like how it is now. Yes, the fact that the gods we're not as strong like how we were back in and when we had our powers and all that stuff. They had me really sitting there thinking about a lot of stuff. And I was just like, so if I have had, because it was just so crazy, I had to go back and watch that reading that I did yesterday. And the one that was titled the Alley Rat one. And they made me go back, and again y'all kept telling me, dreams, try to see what the dream means because it means something. And the girl, and I can't, I was so surprised that I happened to wear the freaking Superman shirt, and I was not thinking that the Superman shirt was in sync with my reading because of the fact of me telling you the story about my dream and the bullet hitting my stomach and it just bounced off. I was not really paying attention that I didn't have that I had on the Superman shirt, and I was sitting here just like, okay, so this superpower shit, like they're making me go more into depth about it, and like the foods that they have gave us and the water changing, and the different cities and continents in the countries that that they have been experimenting on, especially Flint, Michigan is one of them as far as when it comes to the United States area. And remember when I did that video, and I don't know, I got a sign because I think one of it was somebody's, I don't know if it was Ciroc, but it was one of those other rapper women. She said it was something, I think it was Ciroc, it was somebody, and it said we can fly. And remember that card that was on the top when I was pulling everything out of the treasure box, it said black people. And so I was like, okay, so them, what they've been doing to keep us from having our powers blocked. And it was just so crazy that when I was talking about all that at the beginning of that reading and how I told y'all about my dreams and, it had this, I was a superhuman and all this stuff. And, I was it was like a setup to try to take me out, and they used a past lover of mine. So that card came out that said your gifts, many of your gifts have been blocked. And I was sitting there just like, okay, this is not a coincidence, right? It's all tying in. I'm telling y'all the story behind, and then everything that I'm saying is pulling out of the treasure box. For me, that is not a coincidence. I don't care how everybody else view it, and people start trying to say I'm crazy and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not. Okay. And like I have one thing that I have always said, and what I took in is the ones that will see, the ones that will hear, even though it makes you look crazy to everybody else. But again, one thing that I have always said, if you build it, they will come. And if people start coming and they start sinking in and they resonate with what you're saying, and they're, it makes it more easier for you and comfortable to sit there and talk or keep going, right? Keep going, because you something that it's helping shift everybody else. And I have seen like a lot of y'all's comments. Like I told you, I've been doing this, for 5 years. It'll be 5 years this month. And a lot has changed within that 5 years. A lot of y'all have said that, I have helped y'all on your journey and help you realize and saved y'all life. Like it's a lot of stuff. And for the fact that when you go through this spiritual awakening, again, the calling is way bigger than what you can ever imagine. And you never know exactly where you fit in until you completely jump in there. You have to jump in there, and you have to be able to and willingly be able to stand alone. A lot of people don't make it because they have been so accustomed to listening to their family members, abiding by this Bible, all this other stuff, right? So it's like when you and this masculine met, y'all like the thing that I'm hearing right now is that Bryson Tiller part of the song when he says, was it Bryson Tiller? I don't know if I'm saying it right. It could be Bryson Tiller and it could be somebody else. When he said, first time when we met, it's crazy when we met, Carday. Let me get it right. Carday. Okay, it's first time that we met. It was crazy that we was lost souls. You didn't know all this. You're learning all this through this time period of you entering in new love, you exiting old love, you entering new friends, you staying, removing old. It's a learning curve that all sinks in with your journey on top of you reclaiming your identity. It all ties in. And once you understand that, you start learning the journey for what it really is. But at the same time, you're only human. And a lot of people can't sit, or they get lost when it comes to leaving their family or being casted out. That's when a lot of people will revert back to the old way, or they will, a lot of people, the majority of them will revert back to the old way. And again, that's saying that they gave us only the strong survive. That includes a spiritual awakening. Some people commit suicide because they can't handle being alone by itself. It drives them crazy. And then a lot, depending on what species is, when you have your spiritual awakening, you're going to start remembering exactly the old things that happened back in the past that they failed to not tell you about. Then you start understanding, well, shit, now I understand why we going through the shit that we going through. A lot of people can't grasp that. A lot of people can't mentally take that knowledge in and live a day-to-day life without being, like angry all the time, or, being where you just feel like, even though you have nobody, you feel like you in this little, square or this little ball alone. You still, again, are accustomed to having a lot of people around you. And if people can't get through that phase, they're not going to make it. They're going to go back to the old part. And then once they start understanding who they are and where they come from, it's a lot that it goes through that, depending on what bloodline you are. There's some bloodlines out here that know that they was an animal before they was a human. And they will tell you all the experiences, and people look at them like they crazy. No, that's a part of what they tell you in the circle of life, in the science that they have you. They say we monkeys, but hey, that was illusion on, to cover it up a lot. Again, you also start understanding it's not your story, it's their story they're telling. So again, that's another thing about with the Bible. So if once you understand all that, it's a group of us that's different in this bitch. Y'all, there's videos of these humans that transform back to their animal species because after they had their spiritual awakening, they want to be a horse, they want to be a dog, they want to, all that shit is for real, for real. And a lot of people don't understand that, or a lot of people choose to not see that because, again, they can't take in the fact of how fucked up this world really is. And how much these people been lying and playing with us. A lot of people don't make that. A lot of people will sit there and take themselves out, or like I said, go back to the old ways and forget they learned and try to forget that they learned that stuff. But once you wake up again, you can't turn that shit off. You can try to avoid it as much as you can, but you can't turn it off. And then if you try to avoid it, that's when you were chosen to lead and you were chosen to have this information, and the universe is going to start fucking up your life. It's going to be a lot of shit that's going to just start happening out of nowhere that's going to push you back into that same shit that you've been trying to run from. Or they take themselves out. Like I said, those are the only ways that it is in this bitch. And once you get through that, then you become this great person that has lived life the way that you're supposed to be living it. So it's just, to me, it's mind blowing. But whoever this is, they're realizing like what all y'all have learned, what you came in, taught them, what they were going through whenever before they met you, who came in their life and what they taught. The timing was just off between you and this person, and the distance that you and this person have had alone and away from each other is letting them know that they really in love with you. Okay? And you have to go through those lessons. You have to go through the lessons. And again, only the strong will survive. Okay? I also understand the concept as make them in our image. It was not it was not it was like all the other races. Make them in our image. That's what we were talking about. Make all the other races in our image. When we had to go into this creating life to in order to retrieve the head lieutenant in this bitch of the Anunnaki before, and that, which is Lucifer. That's the reason why he became a fallen angel, his soul. So a lot of people don't understand. That's one thing that they fail to not tell you about. They have done so much as far as when it comes to manipulating bloodlines and lying about who was who to cover up a lot of stuff and bring chaos. And that's one thing that people can't take in, is that Lucifer and Jesus is the same person. Once you start understanding how much these motherfuckers have been lying, you just be like, bro, what else y'all been lying about? Like, it gets way deeper. It makes you really be like, dude, these people over here looking stupid, bro. These people, it's like this is the biggest lie and the biggest cover up ever. And on top of who the it's them the two biggest thing, the Lucifer and the Jesus stuff, and then the Manelan people of the United States saying that we came from Africa when we really is indigenous to the whole wide world. Those is the two biggest motherfucking things that these people have lied about ever. Okay, and now I'm still trying to go back and forth on the third one. But those two, oh, and then the fact that, yeah, we got powers. But, hey, whatever. That goes into the Jesus and the Lucifer thing, because it all ties in together. But those two things, bro, those two things is the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing that a lot of people can't tolerate. A lot of people can't tolerate, but the signs and synchronicities is everywhere. It's everywhere. And a fool would sit there and deny the stuff that's in front of them. I'm not finna do that. I don't care how many times you sit there and outcast me, call me crazy, and say whatever. Hey, no. You can't get me to revert back to the old shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, they're the same motherfucking person, bro. Just change the names. That's why I said this language that we speak in the letters is all a soul binding trap. Okay? A soul binding trap. And your name holds a certain vibration of energy. Okay? And people don't, it takes a while for people to understand that too. Man, they the same person, bro. Enoch Elu, whatever his name is, the story of Enoch Elu, Jesus and God. And they after that, that's what they first names. Well, the second names was. Let me take that back, because it was Amon Ra and Lucifer, and then they turned it to Enoch and Elu, and then they turned it to. The names have just changed by the stories of the bloodlines. Yeah, so I don't know. Once you get out of that, then your life starts to be people. You still gonna have chaos, but again, it's more easier for you to control because you know so much more. Like if you know when a person throws off your energy, you know when you need to leave a certain place. In the back in the day, you was too dumb dialed to to understand that. You just stood around because again, you had those different laws that you was abiding by. I call them laws. Shit, blood is thicker than water. So you need to allow your family members to do you whichever way you want to do. They can do you. So you're gonna sit around your friends and all that stuff like that. No. Once the motherfuckers start showing me who they are, thank you. Because I promise you, I'm going to have a bunch of other dreams or a lot of other epiphanies of who your soul is from a past life. And once that shit start connecting together, no. That's when I'm really like cutting your ass out. Especially if it has a book of stories of you fucking me up every lifetime. Nah, bro, you got me fucked up. Ain't no way. If I find out, no. 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 And there's books about what happened to the Egyptians, and there's names that coincide. Like it was one masculine that got upset at me because he wanted me to help me. He wanted me to help him identify who his soul was. So I did. And once I start identifying who his soul was, you have certain people that's around you as far as family and friends that have reincarnated with you every lifetime. He had the same family members that had the same name, which was like his first and second lieutenant in a past life whenever he was a pharaoh. And they have books and stuff showing how them motherfuckers betrayed him and killed him. And then he get mad at me because I point out who the wolves in sheep clothing is in his family, and then he could admit it, and then he get mad. And that's what I hate what about masculines or even with feminines. Once you sit there and you point out what's going on, they get upset at you, and then I'll be like, so you gonna sit here and allow this shit happen again? No. Let me remove myself from the equation. Hey, that great queen shift you the way I was supposed to shift you. Now you figure the shit out yourself. It's not a coincidence, bro. Like you said, it's not a coincidence. So I'm going to remove myself. Like it's the same. It was, bro. I mean, when I say the same situations from past lives was happening to them in this lifetime, and they get mad at me when I point it out, I'll be like, nah, you see, you the one that don't save them. They don't want to be saved. No, I'm not saving you. If you could admit to me that you know you a God and you a pharaoh, and then you continue to keep playing this game when you know you're supposed to be waking up and leading in a whole different way because you know who you are. Yeah, I got to get out the way, homie. I taught my lesson the best way I can teach it. It's your decision again. If we didn't have if the old shit was not broken, we would not be moving the way that we were. And that's another thing that it gets me how people get away with getting over on people. I was just thinking about that too, like how people are able to feel like it's okay to get over on people when it comes to like just doing certain things to certain people, cheating on them, with people that you know, or stealing your money, inheritance, and thinking that they're gonna get away with murder, rape, all that stuff. Like I was sitting here thinking, I was like, if we had the old ways, none of this shit be going on because a lot of them motherfuckers be out of here. They'll be out of here. And off with their heads and all that shit. They would have been out of here. So I feel like when it comes to discipline, we're not that disciplined. And that's one reason why it created so much chaos. Because, yeah, it's a lot of people that get away with a lot of shit. And they shouldn't be getting away with that shit at all. I don't see how people just feel like they can just get over on somebody and they expect for that person to be cool. No, 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 no. Again, when I was gullible and I was stupid and I was so used to being accustomed with family and friends, you could have got over with me then, but now you can't do none of that shit no more. No, 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 bro. I'm gonna be the dummy. No, no, I'm not flunking because you finna flunk. No, I'm not finna do that. Mm-mm. Yeah, no, don't fuck that. If you learn the lesson and somebody else can't learn the lesson, throw up your deuces and say, hey, it was nice meeting you. I did what I can do. See you later. Because half of these motherfuckers is, like I said, clones and shit. So look, forgiveness. Somebody want forgiveness. They want time. They want forgiveness. And this could not necessarily also have to be like just your masculine. It could be like an old job. It could be the government could be feeling this way. It could be your family members. It could be old friends. Okay, realizing that who they were in the past, because you have certain people that is going to catch up to you after a certain time period. So it's not that's just you that's here, and I hope not. I really hope that it ain't that way, and all these motherfuckers is just clones and shapeshifters. I hope that some of these people is truly who they are, so they have that awakening just like how you have. But we've been so sleep in this shit, and the elite have had control over this stuff for so long that you don't know who is who. Shit, almost, do you know how many people have walked in a jailhouse, even if it was for 2 hours? Shit, 30 minutes, 10 minutes takes it. Shit, listen, it don't take that long to swipe out people. Okay, shit, that movie Us, that shit right there just blew my motherfucking mind. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Like, how do you know? Like, how would you know? Like, how would you know if the motherfucker got swiped out? You wouldn't. That movie right there tripped me out. I was just like, oh my goodness. This whole time, this was this bitch? This whole time. And some people can't even sit there and watch the movie Us. Like, they watch it and it's so fucks with a person's mind, and they just be like, how would you know? How would you know if the person got switched out? Shit, I start seeing signs and synchronicities. Uh, Screaming and shit. I was just like, why do you keep screaming? Oh, you're not the same person. Okay. And I mean screaming, like yelling, ah! What the fuck is you screaming for? What the hell is going on with you? Oh yeah, you switched out. You're not the same little girl. You switched. You're totally somebody different. Why are you moving like that? Why is one of your legs dragging? Like, what the fuck? Like, I pay, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to everything. And that's why I said, once they know you can see them, that's when they'll do everything that they can to try to sabotage your ass. Yep, you and I know unless you woken. Yeah, they challenge you to find out the truth, and it sucks. You fucking right. That, you hit that right in the head. So somebody's coming in and asking forgiveness. There's a lot of things that have been learned between you and this person. So it says a new chapter starts. See? What did I say? A new chapter is getting ready to start between you and this person. So the timing was off. They're so in love with you. Baby making. Oh my goodness. They ready to have some fun, and they talking about baby making because he in love with you. What? He got a bitch that's like psycho. And he knows you got a dude that's psycho. Y'all got soul ties that y'all trying to get away with from. Okay, so he knows that. So he knows there's going to be challenges as far as when it comes to certain things. There's a masculine that's wanting to move. They want to move to a different city or a different state. They say time heals, mind still. Don't go building a relationship without me because you mind still. Even if okay, so if you don't want to do the state, at least a different city. This person saying, if you don't want to do the state, at least a different city. So you have a masculine that wants to move. Okay. It says ghosting, so no more ghosting is getting ready to happen. Soul ties at the bottom. You mind steals, keeping it 100. Okay. So throughout the time and the distance between you and this masculine, he grew more fonder of you. He knows that he owes you an apology, and he's hoping that you take his apology serious, and that you accept him with forgiveness. He wants to start a new chapter. In that new chapter, it's baby making time. And it ain't going to be no more ghosting, because he knows that this is a spiritual connection. It says soul tie, a spiritual connection, still connected to someone. And enhanced sexual or emotional bond, attachment, deeply rooted experience, time to let go and refuse this person. So look, now this is the other thing. That bottom part, you're the good part of all that, right? You're the good part of that. That bottom part is that individual where he said he got a woman that is crazy, and he knows you got a man that is crazy as well. That time to let go and release this person. He wants you to release so and so, and he's gonna release his on his end. And he's hoping that if you make a decision to move away, that is going to be the biggest thing for y'all. So somebody wants you to move. Get out. Yeah, somebody wants you to move. They want you to get out. They want to get out of this. Okay, so I don't know. So it says, in love with you. You speak to their heart. You are the one that they look forward to spending all of their time with. Do anything for you. When you call, they come running to your every need. Okay. So the timing was off. It says waiting for something, not the right time. Self-care, being alone before beginning a new relationship. The perfect time is to start a new something new in different stages of life. So y'all are in different stages of life. Forgiveness, letting go of the past pain, releasing any anger, change of your perspective and behavior, forgiving yourself. Give it some time. They forgive you. Clear your mind and your heart. New chapter, a fresh beginning. Time for a change. Tired of the same old stuff. Dating, staying single, turning the page and leaving them in the past. Moving on, walking away. Baby making, pregnancy, let's get it on. Soulful sex, reproducing offspring, Nick Canyon style. Motherhood or fatherhood, in the mood. Ready for children, unexpected new beginnings. And then you got ghosting. So this is reverse. It says Casper vibes, being cut off, not responding to calls or texts. Moving on, you are still enough. Find someone new. Very inconsiderate of others' feelings. Coward. So this is not the energy that this person is going to be in anymore. So there's changes that's happening. And again, the big change is he's hoping that you want to move away. So somebody got a decision that they need to make. Right On by Little Baby is playing in the background. Okay. So we got treasure box reading for the overall collective. 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 Why is this blue? You got an S. You got a G. What other initials is significant? You got an H. What other? You got a U. SGHU. You got a T. What other initials? You got a E, a P, and a Q. So SGHUTEPU. Okay, Hut. Pug is here. Okay. Slug, yeah. Step is here. You got a D at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Gut. Okay, so SGHUTEPQ. Okay. And then let's get to the index cards, because okay. You know what? I just noticed. Uh-oh. My dang table is supposed to go down. There could be getting ready to be a tower that's getting ready to fall. It's the way I see that too. Okay. This is the second reading that I know that I did when Alley Rat and Street Rat came out. Or this could be even the third, because one of them, I think it came out in both readings. And then this is the second time that card came out after one another in readings. Like I did one reading that one of them came out, and then the next reading that I did after that, it came out again. Nose itching. So that's not a coincidence. Victory Lap is playing in the background by Nipsey Hussle. No, I don't need a new table. I didn't screw the thing on all the way to lock the thing. That's what happened. I had to screw the thing back in. So it says, I want to do wild things to you, divine feminine. So you have a masculine that wants to do wild things to you, which includes having a baby. California, so something could be significant with California. It says big plot to bring you down. So California, or somebody in California could have plotted to try to bring you down. It says on the bad side of karma. So somebody is on the bad side of karma. Somebody that's in California. It says someone's going to jail, and I don't mean Facebook jail. So somebody's going to jail, and I don't mean Facebook jail. Free. So somebody could be setting themselves free. Somebody going to jail and somebody getting out. Oh my goodness, bro. That's a sign of synchronicity from what I said yesterday too. Someone you already dealing with. So somebody that you already dealing with, car dealer. It says energy manipulation. Twin brothers, so there could be twin brothers involved in a certain situation. It says divine masculine's family is stalking you. Didn't think you was going to be different from the rest. I had you first. Oh shit, bro. So this energy here is for real, for real. So you got somebody from your past that's in this I had you first energy, street rap vibes. Have to eat their words. So whoever have the street rap vibes, they got to eat their words. They getting ready to be in a mental prison, and somebody getting ready to be with a mental prison in a physical jail. It says someone is about to meet a real alien, no shield. Oh my goodness. Somebody's about to meet a real alien, no shield. Okay. Forward movement. Concert. Touching and Loving by Tyrese. I was in there to say Tyrese. Trey Songs. It says, don't call me no more. Divine Masculine told the karmic. I never stopped loving you, just kept my feelings inside. So again, I told you this time away, realize how much he still really do love you. It says, can we just talk? So somebody wants to talk it out and they're going to ask for forgiveness. You are not to be played with. Upset that they can no longer control you. So somebody's upset that they can no longer control you, and that could be the reason why you're about to see a real alien. It could be a part of a prophecy that way too. So let's just say once they realize that they can't control you all the way, it's set up that one of them have to show themselves to you. I don't know why I feel like the main divine feminine in the world is like a time bomb. Not meaning like she gonna blow up. There's certain things that have to happen with time, with these old prophecies. And if they don't happen, like it rages a war, which they could have been already having a war, but there's a bigger one. It's bigger than the ones that they are having now. And that could have to do with them having this dome over us. So there's something that they have to make amends with when it comes to you. If not, it's gonna counter react something that they don't want to happen. Yeah, my phone just vibrated. Okay, it says a queen of wine that knows her worth, and her worth isn't what her masculine was given. So yeah, you are not to be played with. So I feel like you are on a, remember how I was saying that you have your love life, you have your identity, you have all these different things that have to match and align with one another, and you have them all aligned. You have them all aligned, and that's the reason why all this is happening. So you are this queen of wands. You got jobs. So there's a job that possibly was not also giving you what you was worth. And it says, I will not let all the good ones get hurt. Okay. And then it says, your divine masculine slept with another divine feminine's divine masculine, and she knows, and they are blackmailing him. So your masculine slept with another divine feminine's masculine, divine masculine, and she knows, and they are blackmailing him. My water bottle just crunched, so that's really truly what's going on. Yeah, there's a time, something that's getting ready to expire. There's something that's getting ready to expire. Could also have to do with the water. The dragon. I heard it would be another 9/11 event. But it's not planes. It's ancient animals or creatures, and they cover it up. So they keep showing me like the Twin Towers. You know how they said the Twin Towers fell, and then it was also two buildings from the side of the Twin Towers that fell too, which made everything worse, where they couldn't get in. See, I think they covering up stuff. Let's just say if they really saying it's planes, and it's not planes, it's ancient animals that's hitting it, and then they are finding a way to like, because they have access to, they have access to technology, so they can change and put certain something showing that something hit it when it really wasn't. It was something else. So they're the ones that display what's on TV, so they can like hide it. And if they got to take out everybody in that area, they will take out everybody in that area that possibly got to see it. See, I talked about this shit before. I talked about the Pentagon. The Pentagon was, yeah, look, my TV just went, it just beeped. This time, people are gonna be able to see it. they're not going to be able to hide it because a time period has expired. Okay, let's see what we got. I was right on that submarine thing, so that ship going down. If this is this another 9/11. See, they're gonna hit it somewhere. It's gonna happen where there's the majority of the people are not asleep, like in spiritual wise. So they're gonna know what's going on. That's crazy if it ended up being Texas. And if it is Texas, it's game time, is what I'm hearing. Okay. I don't know why they had me mix them cards up like that. If it's Texas, it's game time. Just listen to what I'm saying. Yeah. Girth. Whoever, if it's Texas, it's game time. Girth. DJ Khalid Muhammad Khalid, Jasmine, Shamel, Theron, could be a girl name or boy name, Vasa, Eva, Beauty, Jordan, Robert, Rebecca, Will Smith, Perriman, Caitlin, Portia, 2 P's back to back, Pounds, 3 P's back to back. Somebody's in Serpent King, Serpent Queen energy. Prince, Lexi, Faya, Herman, Kelly Clarkson, Vivian, Tia, 2 T's back to back. Tegan could be a girl name or boy name. Chester Bennington, Ulrich, Mickey, Brendan, Shavantes, 2 C's, 3 C's back-to-back, 4 C's back-to-back. Somebody, again, is in Serpent King, Serpent Queen energy. Chrissy Teigen, Christine, Diane Teigen, Corey, Ray J, Christian, twin brothers, but it's spelled different. Okay. Peoples, Dempsey. Christian could be a girl. This is a way the girl name spell it, but it could be a girl name or boy name. Hyder, Joshua, Shanae, Muhammad, LaShawn. LaShawn could be a girl name or boy name. Dana, 2 D's back-to-back. Duran, Matt Clinton, Jay Zion, Pete Hancock. So yes, what I said, if it's Texas, it's game time. Will Smith and Hancock came out. If it's Texas, it's game time. Lou, Ray J, Lawson, De'Eric, 2 D's back-to-back. Thornton, Kazaya, Trey, Hillary Clinton, Corina, Larone, Sarisa, Eddington, Taisha, Hamilton, and Gerard. So it says, someone you already dealing with, big plot to bring you down. Someone is going to jail, and I don't mean Facebook jail. I never stopped loving you, just kept my feelings inside. California, have to eat their words. Street rat vibes. Car dealer, your divine masculine slept with another divine feminine's divine masculine, and she knows, and they've been blackmailing him. I will not let all the good ones get hurt. Job, upset they can no longer control you. Don't call me no more. Divine masculine told the karmic. Forward movement. I had you first. Energy manipulation. I want to do wild things to you, divine feminine. Didn't think you was going to be any different from the rest. The Queen of Wands that knows her worth, and her worth isn't what her masculine was given. You are not to be played with. Someone is about to meet a real alien. No shield. Can we just talk? Concert. Mental prison. Twin brothers. Free. And on the bad side of karma, and divine masculine's family is stalking you. And I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. Make sure you thumbs up this video, like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. And I will be back for another one.